All right, we're back. I said of several calls today. Chegg got its price target bumped to $80 at Jeffries. Doc, you own it. We said in a short period of time, this thing has ripped. Dan Rosenzweig is just knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, it's a great call by him. I wish I could say this is about me being a great stock picker, Scott, but it's about people like Dan doing a great job ferreting out some of the best opportunities. Clearly, this is one of them that's got a huge COVID play because of the remote learning part, because of the democratization of education as well, Scott. So both of those playing into this move here. You were just talking about ESG. Well, this one really does help democratize exactly what kind of education students can get remotely, whether it's high school, university, college, and so forth. So I'm happy to be in it. I haven't even considered selling a share.
Yeah. Rosenzweig's the CEO, Doc, by the way, okay? He's not
Yep.
He's not the analyst who made the call.
No, I
Doc.
know.
Just making sure we're on the same page
but
there,
I'm
pal.
saying, yeah. He has been pounding the table, Scott, in a lot of these online webinars and things like that, where they're meeting with the analysts. And, you know, like I say, hats off to him.
Okay.
You know, sometimes when they're cheerleading, it sounds like they're cheerleading. Other times, they're giving you insights into what's really going on in the company.
I hear you. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page, my man. Let's bring in Rahel. She's back with us. She's watching a couple other names that are on the move because the street's talking about them today, Rahel.
Yeah, two very different calls, Scott, whether you want to play these stay-at-home stocks or the reopening stocks. So let's start with Stifel raising its price target for Peloton to $62 from $55. That's a new street high. They are citing shifting consumer behavior, gym closures, and social contact avoidance. On the other hand, you have Barclays upgrading Marriott, Hilton, and Diamond Rock Hospitality to overweight. So they cite near-term that demand trends in the U.S. have been slightly better than expected, and long-term group and corporate travel they expect to return. So they say the time to buy is before the cycle, and they expect the industry to enter that new multi-year growth cycle beginning early 2021. Scott, before I send it back to you, so one thing that the analysts sort of measure demand for Peloton is the delivery window. So when you order a bike, how long it takes, or a treadmill, how long it takes to get to you. And in some places, it's still up to 10 weeks. In Miami, it's 8 to 10 weeks. In San Francisco, 8 to 10 weeks. And also the same thing in Riverside, California. So it looks like demand is still very strong for those Peloton bikes.
I was going to say, I was expecting you to say a couple of months, which seems like a long period of time to have to wait for anything in the day and age that we live in. But that's a really long time. And the stock is up, Rahel. It's up like 137% in 3 months, right, over the pandemic.
It doesn't surprise me. I'm pulling it up as we speak because Peloton, as you know, Scott, is just one of those stocks that we hear so much about. In fact, I remember when coronavirus was just becoming an American story, I think it was Needham that first predicted that it might be one of the winners for these stay-at-home stocks. And on a personal note, Scott, I do know quite a few people, perhaps even yours truly, who have been encouraged to buy a bike in the midst of all of these closures.
Well, someone who was encouraged and who owns multiple bikes was Steve Weiss. Rahel, thank you. We'll go to him. Which, Steve, you don't own it. You previously did. And I'm wondering, you know, the reason you don't is because of the kind of gain I said it's already had. Is there really that much upside in the near term left for something like this?
You know, what's really taken off is also their online apps. Everybody's talking about that.
Yes,
and
they are.
They're phenomenal. So, look, I regret selling it. It's up, I'd say, about 20% or so from where I sold it. I think it is sustainable. I don't think people are going to be going to the gym, and I regret. Again, I'd like this to pull back a little bit because I'd definitely consider re-entering. It's a unique product out there, and they are a brand and expanding that brand. So I think we can keep going, frankly.
That's an incredible wait time, though, right? 10 weeks in places like Miami and elsewhere.
You know. It is. And keep in mind, they've also put off the manufacturing of their treadmill to help meet the demand for the bikes and still not. So when they expand their manufacturing capabilities, then you'll have the treadmill kick in. So you have these product extensions and global extension that are just going to drive it.
Buy it now, wait 3 months to get it.